we had multiple reports in the past couple of weeks of Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming to Disney Plus in the last 10 days of January, and even official Marvel pages were reflecting this if you looked at the code. But we recently learned that the film was delayed to the weird release date of Wednesday, February 1st. And when you really look at it, it makes a whole lot of sense as to why. So again, February 1st is important here because it literally makes sense in terms of the synergistic marketing that's happened, and especially when you think about the fact that February 1st officially kicks off Black History Month. Now, this also happens to be the longest that any recent MCU film has taken to get to Disney Plus, and it's going to be at 82 days, which is more than the typical 70 to 75. But again, here it makes sense just because of, again, circumstances and also lining it up. The thing here that I think is really smart is obviously we know that every year for Black History Month, there's always a ton of content and it drives revenue because that's sort of just what everybody does, right? We see that all across the medium, from TV shows to movies. They always get a good amount of marketing, push, and play, and obviously this drives subscribers. So you could see how somebody really just sat down and said, wait a second, we're going to release this on January 20th? Why don't we just wait like, I don't know, 11 days? And again, it makes sense. Now, at the same time, from what we're hearing, quickly after this, we're going to be seeing more Black Panther Wakanda Forever Marvel marketing machine into overdrive, which makes me believe that in February, they're going to start pushing heavily more action figures and more just in general products based on Black Panther. And again, this makes sense. Probably, I would assume there's going to be a big blowout on all the different accompanying merchandise with it and all that. Obviously, Marvel's assembled. Those keep on coming, but who knows when that's going to drop and what the idea is behind multiple things related to that. And since we're seeing substantial delays to Marvel content out of this year, it also makes sense that this gets a little bit more of a buffer and window to drive subscriptions. They don't need to drop much then in February, and then once we get to March, you're already in the ramp up to The Mandalorian. So, in my opinion, everything here checks out, and yeah, it makes sense. February 1st, when you can see it. It'll be available, obviously, at 3 a.m.